welcome to more Gran Turismo Sport Closed Beta Specialtatin. Today we have some Group 4 cars around Brands Hatch GP. And, well, this race has a whole heck of a heap of drivers you might recognize because, well, I've raced with a whole heck of a heap of these drivers before. And a lot of these drivers just plain are good enough where their names are recognizable. Going down the field there, pretty much all of the top 10 or 11 or 12 or 13 or 14 or really even 18 are fairly recognizable there. You know you have a good field when GT Academy 2013 is starting from the back. So, well, this field is definitely stacked, and, well, I'm starting second, so wish me luck, because... well, I'm with the aliens for this one, so I hope I don't get probed, that's for sure. And y'all know how probing works, and y'all know where probing is, and I know I definitely don't want to get probed there going around the first turn, so we'll just have to see, folks, we'll just have to see. I am in a GTR, but everyone else in the front is too, for the most part. So here we go, folks. I start on the outside here, so that ain't necessarily the best place to start, but the leader's right there, and I'll go ahead and let him by for now. There's really no point in fighting too hard, but he did have to slow down a little bit because he did start on the inside and couldn't go on the very outside to get a better line, so I'm still pretty much right there with the leader, but second place is right there for me, and I think I almost got probed there. That was mighty close there. That wasn't necessarily dirty driving. That was just close driving there. I don't even think there's actually any contact there, so these drivers definitely know what they're doing. And I'm relatively fast, but I'll be honest, the fastest drivers I've raced with are pretty much in the Dirty Endurance Racing League. I've technically raced with fast drivers before in this game, but they generally blow me out of the water. And I've raced with fast drivers before in the GT Planet Karting Series, but they blow me out of the water and then some. But for whatever reason, I've gotten better in the last week or so, and suddenly it seems like I'm about as fast as the aliens. Somebody on GT Planet even said that I am one of the aliens, but as far as I know, I ain't. I bleed red and I bleed blue inside. All blood is blue inside because, well, it's what's inside that counts, and everybody's a blue blood inside. If y'all get the reference to that, then yeah, Big Blue Nation for the win. I hope some of y'all get the reference for that. I think at least a few of y'all probably will. But anyway, references aside, there's really no reference needed for this race because it's a good race. There's really no way to reference that any better. It's a good race. Third is right on my tail of me being in second, and me being in second, I'm going to want to try to get in the first. But first is mighty fast. And again, like I said, there are some drivers all through this pack who are definitely fast. So really, if anybody in the top makes a mistake, it could get some bottom drivers up to the top as well. So I'm not going to say at this point who's going to win because this is as live, kind of sort of wink wink, but I don't know. I seem to have about as good of a chance as anybody. I guess winner's circle there in front has the best chance. But, well, generally when I drive, I'm better applying pressure than I am avoiding pressure. I know I have some videos out of applying and avoiding pressure, but for the most part, through the years, I am actually better applying than avoiding. I ain't gonna say I can't avoid the pressure because I have raced with dirty drivers many a time in the past and I avoided a lot of that pressure, and racing with clean drivers now is something completely different. But in theory, if I can avoid dirty pressure, I can probably avoid clean pressure. So for now, I'm avoiding the pressure best I can. I do have a car right behind me there, but I race the way I race anyway because there's really no point in trying to pass this early through third. I don't think necessarily third is all that much faster than me, and I ain't necessarily any faster than first. We're all pretty much equal. We gain at different areas, we lose at different areas. So even though, well, Jiminy Cricket, I say that, and I didn't even mess up my line any, and he still gets... Okay, I definitely am racing with good drivers here. I think it might be aliens here because I did that turn as good as I always do, and he still got by pretty easily there. So I guess I stand corrected. I think I need to push even harder than I am now, and I'm pretty much at 100% here to keep up. But again, it ain't quite over yet. Those drivers are definitely faster than me, but let's see if they can race each other as fast or faster than I can drive. I know they can race on their own really fast, but it looks like they are going to be racing with each other pretty much starting now, so let's see how fast they can race each other. I don't know, folks. We're just going to have to see. As of now, I can race the way I want to race without having to worry about anyone else for now. But again, the back of the pack may be catching up to the front of the pack if the front of the pack gets battling. And, well, if the front of the pack battles, I'm going to be the first one to catch them. And then I'm going to get battling, and it may end up being a whole big chain reaction effect that ends up wrecking quite a few cars. But as of now, the top two cars aren't wrecking, even though they are battling pretty cotton picking hard there. So unless they make a mistake, I may not have much of a holy snikes, folks! The aliens just wrecked each other. Holy snikes! Where there's an opportune mistake there that I took advantage of, and I just passed on the outside there from them two slowing each other down. Now all I need to do is hold the lead to win this race. I think I have a big enough lead where as long as I can retain my max pace, I'm going to get the win. It's the final lap, and I have about a second and a half or so lead, so I just might be able to beat all of the really good drivers in this field. I'm going to go ahead and call that one luck, because that wasn't necessarily my skill doing that. That was not my applying pressure. But, well, they applied pressure to each other a bit too much there, and, well, I took advantage. I think them two drivers might be exchanging some angry comments after the race. I've gotten some angry comments after racing clean. If y'all call me a dirty driver, well, I ain't the cleanest, but, I mean, Jiminy Cricket. Those two drivers who were definitely faster than me just wrecked each other, so... I mean, rubbing's racing, folks, no matter how fast or slow you are. That shows it for sure there. And it's looking like, knock on wood, or fake wood, I just might be able to get this win. Holy snikes, folks. This was a chain of events that I wasn't exactly expecting. I was expecting good racing, because we generally get good racing. And I was expecting close racing, because we generally get close racing. But this is the first time that I can think of, other than this downright dirty racing, where I've seen people wreck each other. Because as far as I know, that wasn't necessarily dirty. It was just aggressive, and dirty or aggressive aside. Holy snikes, folks. I'm going to win this race versus many an alien. Well, I still don't think I'm an alien, even though I might have just beat a few. But, even though I ain't an alien, I guess I am consistent. So I guess in some cases, consistency can beat the aliens. So, I guess that's something, folks. I guess that's definitely something indeed. And, well, that race was even more than something. I would say that was something in, well, maybe 4/5, maybe something in 4/5. That sounds pretty accurate right yonder. So, well, that was something in 4/5, folks. Say that 3 times fast, or 4/5 times fast, folks. And I hope you all enjoyed that, and there'll definitely be more Gran Turismo Sport closed beta Specialtatin in the future. Yeehaw!